We wouldn't be here this morning if we answered that question with solitude. We came here because we believe that Toastmasters, specifically the meeting, provides a wonderful environment and opportunity for us to grow in our communication and leadership skills. Toastmasters also provides a mentoring component. And I'd like us to look at that together. What is it? What is that mentoring component? Every Toastmasters club across the world is supposed to assign a mentor to every new member. In addition, our club, historically, has encouraged all of the members to have a mentor. And even if you've been assigned a mentor, we've encouraged you, and we are still encouraging you, to pick out somebody else if you want. Say, okay, I have Skate as a mentor, but I really like Kathy. We just really connect, and she's got some skills that I'd like to work on. Kathy, would you be my mentor? Now, Kathy can say no. She can use a little placard that Matt gave her and say no, but she can say yes too. She has that option. So we've been encouraging mentorship in our club for years, and I've been working with it for years. But at best, the mentoring in our club is okay. I'd say it's better than most clubs, but it needs to be better. It could be better. And I want to challenge us to have a better, deeper, more meaningful mentoring relationship within our club. The reason we don't is fourfold. We have to navigate around the holes in society. That's an acronym. Hole. The first one is we've developed a nasty habit of communicating impersonally and digitally because we want to avoid inconvenience and intrusion. The last thing we want to do is call somebody up during their meal and interrupt their family. So we have this bad habit of impersonal digital communication. The O is we feel overwhelmed. Who doesn't feel overwhelmed when you're asked to commit to something new in our already overly saturated schedules? We feel overwhelmed. Oh, another commitment. We've also lost our good intentions. We have good intentions. Yeah, we'd like to be involved with mentoring, but we lose that good intention in the sea of our attention deficit society. We have distractions pounding us every day throughout the day. We have so many things going on, so many things to catch our attention, and our good intentions get lost. And lastly, well, it's easy to just ignore it. It's easy to just say, oh, I'm not even going to utilize mentoring, I'll do it myself. And so we have to navigate around these holes if we want to take our mentoring as a club to the next level. So what's the solution? The solution is that each one of us will make time for what's important to us. We will make time for what's important to us. I met Dan 12 years ago. We had some things in common, we developed a relationship, and eventually I changed careers from being a pastor to a window cleaner, and then it was Dan who taught me the window cleaning trade. And we've had this relationship for 12 years now. And Dan is 20 years older than me. He's old enough to be my father, and he's one of my closest friends. We sit down at least once a month, oftentimes over a cup of hot chai tea, and we share our lives. And Dan is an example to me on how to live. He's an example to me as a window cleaner, as an entrepreneur, as a small business owner, and I learn a lot from Dan. Jonathan is 20 years younger than me. When I left St. Paul, in one of my attempts to live away from Park City, when I left St. Paul, Jonathan said to me, "You are the closest thing to a father I've ever had in my life." Because his father walked out on his family, and I developed a friendship with him. I still stay in touch with Jonathan to this day, and actually right now, we are in touch at least on a weekly basis. And Jonathan is 20 years younger than me. Small business owner, entrepreneur, and I'm learning a lot from him. What's the solution for our club? It already exists. I do not know one Toastmasters club, Julio, that will meet for coffee after every weekly meeting for at least an hour, if not 2 hours. Who does that? Think about it. That's amazing that we have that kind of commitment to relationship in this club. And it's one of the things that sets us far apart from most Toastmasters clubs. We enjoy building relationships with each other. So the solution is already there. We already have the heart and desire to build relationship with each other. So what I'm asking, I've asked our education vice presidents if I could help with mentoring again. I've helped in the past. I want to help again. It's a lot to carry with all the other responsibilities. And I'd like us to start clean. We've had 12 years of mentoring history. I'd like us to wipe it clean. You've had, I've had this person as my mentor. Wipe it clean. The only mentoring relationships that exist are ones that have been recently assigned to new members. Everything else, I say, wipe it clean, fresh start. And let's commit for the next year to a higher level of mentoring. And I'd like us to put some heat to it. It's another acronym. This is what I'm asking for each of us to consider. Heat. How are we going to apply heat? The first one is the reason why we're doing mentoring, we would be a mentor, is because we want to help somebody. So if you're going to be a mentor to someone in this club, either assigned or someone approaches you, the question that you need to ask yourself is, how can I help that person? Do they need to know a little bit more about Toastmasters, about filling a role, about giving a speech? How can I help them? The second one is encouragement. A mentor should be your personal Toastmaster cheerleader. They should be rah, rah, rah all over you. I encourage you as a mentor, I encourage you to fill a role in the schedule. I encourage you to give speeches, to complete awards, to participate in contests, to eventually serve on the club's leadership team. Encourage, encourage, encourage. The A stands for attention. We already give attention to everybody in the club. We write these notes. But how can we give them a little bit more attention? When you write that note, normally maybe you write one sentence or maybe a paragraph to somebody else. Write a little bit more detail. Give them a little bit more attention. So I'm going to focus on you. How can I help you? How can I give you some more insight? And lastly, it's about time, isn't it? And this is what I'm thinking. 10 minutes a month. 10 minutes a month is what I'm asking of you. And it's about the human touch. So what I'm thinking is the mentor communicates with the mentee a minimum of 5 minutes a month. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes, really. But it has to be either by a phone call or a face-to-face conversation. Can't be by email, texting, Facebook. Has to have that human touch. I'm going to talk to you in person or over the phone. I'm going to give you 5 minutes of my time. And the other 5 minutes is I want to meet with all the mentors 5 minutes after one meeting per month. Just 5 minutes to say, are you doing this? Are you staying on track? Let's keep doing this because we all need a little bit of encouragement. Don't we? Will we flourish in this club in solitude or with the help of others? Sign up today and you decide. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, John. You all take a moment to write John a note of encouragement. You can tell him how you've benefited from mentorship. I know I have. I have an incredible